Dylan, something that I said to you when we were hanging out in December was that I wanted to try to do at least one video episode a month.
Okay. Yes.
And for the listeners, you're going to be able to enjoy this as strictly an audio podcast. It's not so video heavy that like you don't understand what's happening, but I want us to do like some reactions, like what we did with us reacting to the music.
That would definitely be unfortunate if they couldn't participate, but it sounds like you're going to have just as good of a time.
So we're going to react to a list that is the 100 best Christmas movies of all time based on Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh no.
And at number 100, A Christmas Prince 3, Christmas Prince 2, The Royal Wedding.
Now, I want to also point out that more than 100 Christmas movies exist.
Yes.
So don't take this as The Christmas Prince being a bad movie. It's a fun movie. We liked it. I'm very excited to watch the third one where they have a baby next.
Yep.
Now, I will say I'm struggling with not looking ahead and seeing who's in the next movie. So I know what the next movie is as well. So I'm going to try to like start shielding my eyes. There you go. Right. Yeah. I have never seen this.
I have watched it once. People fucking love The Holiday from 2006. That's at number 99.
It gives me a very Love Actually vibe, which I love Love Actually.
Yeah, we should do this at some point because it's a pretty big one for people.
It's also romance, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, sounds like we could knock it out for what's that holiday?
Valentine's Day. 98, we got The Family Stone. I know I've seen this exactly once. I don't remember anything about it. 97, The Princess Switch 3, Romancing the Star.
Ooh, isn't this part of the Netflix Christmas cinematic universe?
It is. I should note that for people who are listening, these are all verified rotten by Rotten Tomatoes at the bottom of this file.
By the critics.
Yes.
By the critics. The audience.
Although the audience also not particularly
not a fan of The Princess Switch 3.
The Last Holiday.
Never
I
seen
have not seen this. Queen Latifah. All right, cool. We'll keep moving.
Are we hold on. Is that we're gonna keep going even if we sit here and keep going? Haven't seen this.
Yeah, we just got to move through it. One that I can't believe we haven't done yet on this show is number 95 with Noelle.
We haven't? We didn't do it when when did it first come out?
We didn't have this show when it first came out.
That's right. I guess you're right. This feels so much like this feels like it wasn't 2019. This feels much more modern. Oh my god, that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, Noelle's great.
Noelle's great. I disagree very much with both audience and critics.
Yeah, this is like at least a 70% in my heart. All right, moving up, we've got The Switch 2. People like that a little bit more at 94, except for the audience who gave it a 34%. I love these movies.
I hope The Princess Switch is at like a 98% of the audience scores, and they just hate the sequels.
Part 2 is my favorite of the franchise, so I think that they're wrong here. But Santa Claus 2 at 93.
I am very curious as to what is...
So let me
what
ask
is being considered better.
Yeah, let me ask you this question, Dylan.
What's up?
If Santa Claus 3 is nowhere on this list, are you content with the Santa Claus 2 being this low?
Yes.
Now, if Santa Claus 3 is above this list,
I'll lose my shit. Are you kidding me? We will end the episode. It's gonna be like Santa Claus 3. No,
92.
Polar Express.
Polar Express at
92%. I mean, 92, number 92.
Yeah, 56% for critics. Even 64% from audience seems really low to me.
What are your? Have we talked?
I am not a fan of the Polar Express. I tried once, and it's that uncanny valley for me. I
have specific feelings about the Polar Express that I don't think have anything to do with the movie itself. Polar Express is a movie that I've seen numerous times, mainly because I used to work in an elementary school. And around like the time of December, we would do like the Polar Express Day with the pajamas and everything. So I think I love watching the Polar Express because it gives me those feelings. It has nothing to do with the Polar Express.
All
Also, though, come on, man, you get to see Steven Tyler dressed up like as an elf, rocking out. Like, let's go.
right. Let's see what's at number 91. Love Hard. Did you watch this when it came out?
No, I don't know what this is.
Let's see. It says an LA girl unlucky with love falls for an East Coast guy on a dating app and decides to. I think she surprises him. Now, the reason why it's called Love Hard is that he is all like, Die Hard is the best Christmas movie, and
Oh, that's right.
she's Team Love Actually is the best Christmas movie.
Hey.
It was fine.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that though.
Oh,
I will
Dylan,
if you are
we
like.
will. Like, look at the
damn it.
audience rating though. A 91% from the audience.
But it's just a dead argument.
Yeah. Well, know what it is? I forgot this element.
Yeah.
This is who it actually is, Jimmy Yang. But he made a catfish
Okay.
account, and she comes as a surprise and then finds out that he's not who he says he is. Falling for Christmas, one that I still regret that we didn't do on this show when it came out. The Lindsay Lohan Amnesia Christmas movie at 90. But there's not much that we can say that Robert Bacon hasn't already said. It's worth noting,
true.
Falling for Christmas, first certified fresh from the critics on this list so far.
So far, though, there's not a movie on here save for. I mean, not even. No, I have to argue that Noelle is probably better than Falling for Christmas.
Noelle is insanely too low on this list.
Yeah.
The Grinch That We Love at 89.
I love this movie. Okay, so explain to me the ranking system for this.
It's based on the oh wow.
Yeah, exactly.
This is at 59%. So this is from the Web Archive. I think this was pulled from there. Let's see if it continues in that trend. Yeah, I'm confused by this.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the average medium of the
Maybe.
That doesn't.
So for
no,
our
none of that
audio
makes
listeners, we're now realizing that we thought this was ranked by the critic score, but the critic scores are going up and down as we scroll. So like it's
That's
not really making much
insane.
sense.
That's not making sense at all. Yeah,
I vote we
Grinch-
ignore it and we keep we keep
just
making
treat
fun
it
of
as a
whoever
list.
made this list.
Yeah,
but
we
the
just treat it as
Grinch,
a list.
Dr. Seuss 2018,
Too
from
goddamn low.
not friend of the show, but I still love him, Scott Mosier. Great film, way too low.
Way too low, especially below A California Christmas, which was just a generic Hallmark Netflix Christmas movie.
And the critics couldn't even agree on anything. As you
No.
can see, it says no consensus yet. Wow, 87 for the 94 remake of Miracle on 34th Street. I thought people
That's pretty
loved
low.
that.
I think, and look at this, like it's kind of even on that 60% with the critics and the audience, but this is like, I think it's just because the third act is so dramatically different than the original
Yeah.
movie, and that like, even when I watched it for the first time, I'm like that, I don't know if I like the changes. But let's see. Penny Marshall.
Is this going to turn out that we're reacting to just some random person's
No, this is definitely
100
from
favorite
Rotten
Christmas
Tomatoes.
movie list?
No, I know that the source was Rotten Tomatoes on this.
Okay.
Editorial
Cool.
Rotten Tomatoes guide / best Christmas movie. The Preacher's Wife, which is a remake of The Bishop's Wife from the 50s.
Okay. I've never seen that.
I haven't seen this, but I love The Bishop's Wife, and I've heard that this is a good remake. Denzel Washington, Whitney Houston. I do want to watch that sooner
Yeah,
rather than later.
let's get to it.
But dear God, look at that audience score of a 35%.
35%.
Not into it as much as the critics.
No.
Christmas on the Square. I've been tempted to make us watch this a couple times now. Dolly Parton's Christmas musical.
You're telling me that, listen, I love Dolly. You're telling me that Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square is better than the 2018 Grinch.
It's definitely not in my heart, but but I also like. I feel like this is too low. I honestly think the Dolly Parton
probably
is too low. It's really good.
Have you seen it?
Oh, every year since it came out.
Oh,
this is more insane.
What?
Love Actually at 84.
84? 84? That should be way closer to the top. It gave
This
us
should
our
be-
greatest moment.
Yeah. Oh, the greatest podcast moment ever. But
Like,
yeah, this
that's
should be
so
top
good.
20. This should be top 20 or top 30, like in any conversation.
Yeah.
Christmas Chronicles 2.
I don't like the second one very much, honestly.
These movies all kind of bled together for me, but yeah, I remember being kind of let down by
The
that when it
second
came
one,
out.
they went tropical, and it was, yeah, I didn't like it. The first one, I love the first Christmas Chronicles.
Now, Silent Night from 2021, we didn't do this one,
No, we have
correct?
not done this. This has no relation to like the original Silent Night series at all.
Yeah.
I have heard reviews of this, but it was like around the time it came out. I couldn't tell you a thing about this. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we'll see. It's from
It's
the
on the
people who do the
list.
Kingsman franchise. I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's horror, but I'm curious as to if it would be like I see it. I was curious
Yeah.
as to if it would be like a horror enough for a Halloween,
Yeah,
or if we would just do it throughout the year.
we'll figure it
I
out.
I accept this. For those of you who can't see, Krampus is next at number 81. And I think Matt expected me to crash out a little bit more than I
Well,
am.
I mean, this is about where I would
I
put it on a
expect
list
it.
of
I
100.
expect it because I know it's it's weird how divisive this movie
It's a
is,
really divisive
but it is
movie.
a very divisive movie.
Alright, let's see
There are
what
people that just hate this film, but I
yeah,
will
let's check
say
what 80 is.
I'm worried about what's coming, what's going to be posted as better.
80 is Home Alone.
What the fuck?
Not even Home Alone Lost in the City, like, the
Are you
original
sure? Like I don't
Home Alone.
I'm like not trusting your judgment right now. How are we
I have no fucking clue how this is here. This should be top 10.
is it
At 80?
maybe it is based on the critic scores and those have been like fluctuating since this got posted.
Maybe, but my god.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's see what's above that. Princess Switch!
The
Princess Switch
Princess
is a better movie
Switch
than Home Alone.
is rated higher than Home Alone. The Princess Switch.
I love
The
this so
Princess
much.
Switch has officially been considered a better Christmas movie and better overall film than Home Alone.
But look at this, like, the critic score is almost identical, right? Like,
Yeah.
66 for Home Alone, 67. But look at the audience score difference between these two of 80% for Home Alone and 51%.
I'm also genuinely curious, like, who is reviewing these? Because
That I
the
mean,
people
listen,
that originally reviewed Home Alone are not the same people that are reviewing the Princess
well,
Switch.
that is true. It also could be just a gap in, like, Home Alone probably has thousands of reviews over its time
That's
that
true
are
as
affecting
well.
its score. Well, who knows? All right, 70. Oh man, we're not done with Vanessa
Jesus
yet.
Christ.
The Night Before Christmas at 78, slightly better than the Princess Switch, unless you're
And
a audience.
slightly more better than Home Alone.
Yep. All right, let's see what's next. Single All the Way. I remember watching this once and hating it. This would not even be anywhere near my top
3
100.
movies better than Home Alone.
Listen, you're gonna have to drop that frustration in a second. Godmothered, one that I think was just before we started doing this. I remember watching it, thinking it was fine. Have not thought about it since. So,
Matt Kelly.
4 spaces above
movies
Home Alone.
better. Like, hold on, before you scroll up, I just want to point out, like, none of the 4 movies you just said will I think about again
Ever.
once we're off this podcast.
100%.
Until you look at me and you say, hey, we're going to do the Princess Switch, I'm going to be like, I forgot that movie existed. Let's do it.
A Very Merry Christmas.
And it wasn't good. Did you watch A Very Merry Christmas?
I did not watch A Very Merry Christmas.
It's so boring. Like, it's so boring. It's exactly what you would anticipate A Very Merry Christmas to be.
Well, the audience definitely seemed to agree with you on a 37%.
So, well, the problem with A Very Merry Christmas is I think the audience expects Ghostbusters Bill Murray or Space Jam Bill Murray.
I didn't realize Sofia Coppola directed it, which gives me a vibe of what the mood is going to be.
It's very it's not Zombieland Bill Murray. You're getting
It's
Lost
Lost in
in
Translation.
Translation Bill Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Like
makes
that's the
sense.
version. You're getting old Lost in Translation Bill Murray. You're getting Wes Anderson style Bill Murray, which is not what I want for my very Murray Christmas special.
Well, Dylan, I think you'll be
5
excited.
spots above Home Alone, by the way.
Well, I think you'll be excited about this one though. A very Howard and Kumar Christmas at 74.
Is
I'm
that
excited to
better
see
than
it even
Home
show up.
Alone?
I'm excited to see it here. I'm
I
excited to
am.
see it on the
I'm
list.
for it. I'm for it. All right, I'm killing my Home Alone bet. Wait a minute. Stop. I just realized something. Does that mean that Home Alone 2 is going to be higher on this list?
I guess we'll find out.
And if it's not on this list at all, does that mean people are saying that the Santa Claus 2 is better than Home Alone 2?
I think, listen, Dylan, there's only one way to find out.
I
and
don't
it's
know,
to
man.
Push
I'm going
forward.
The Christmas Chronicles, I liked. I really like this first one.
I would
honestly.
rewatch this if you picked it, but
Yes.
I think I've otherwise been kind of like, I can live without this in my
It's definitely
yearly
gonna
rotation.
happen. It's definitely gonna
All right.
happen. I'm shocked I hadn't picked it before. I do like
That's
this
fair.
first one. Go ahead.
All right. Scrooged also, I think,
72.
shockingly low in 72. That is
Yeah,
way
that's-
too
that's
goddamn low.
wild.
Let's see what's at 71 just above it. Spirited. Listen, should be
higher.
way higher,
Should be
but
higher.
stoked it's here.
Stoked
I'm
it's
just
on the
stoked it's here.
list in general because, again, as much as we talk about it and as much as my like inner circle talks about it, no one mentions
No one
this
knows
movie at all.
And this is another one. Look at this. The audience score is almost 10 is
It's
10%
so
higher than the critics. It's
good.
so good.
Besides, if there's two things, we said it before, I see it. If there's two things that I could recommend you watching after listening to this podcast, it's Let It Snow and Spirited.
And Spirited.
Like we've said it
but
before.
Dylan, this
those
is
are the two.
70 and 71 is the Dylan.
These are my two.
Perfect Christmas night.
These are
Like,
my. This is a double feature I've had and
Yeah,
will continue to have.
At 70 is The Night Before from
God,
2015.
it's so good. It kind of goes. It takes me back to kind of my Letterkenny conversation of, yes, it's these characters acting like jackasses and kind of being assholes at times, but they all care about each other. And
Yeah.
it's just, The Night Before. Please watch it. If you've had preconceived notions of, oh, it's Seth Rogen, yes, there's some of that in there.
Seth Rogen's there, but so's Captain America.
It's true.
So,
It's true. I highly recommend The Night Before. Please go check it out. It's not like Office Christmas Party. Like that was what you thought The Night Before was going to be.
what
It's
if
not.
Office Christmas Party is higher than it on this list?
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You know what?
69?
People are going to be upset about this. I'm actually really content with
I'm
National
100%
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
fine
being
with it.
low.
I'm more
Yeah.
when I say 69, I'm more shocked. by
I'm shocked,
how
but I'm
low
like,
people-
you know what?
Yeah.
This movie's not as good as the cult following behind it
It's not.
implies.
And it's become my hocus pocus for
Yeah.
Christmas, honestly, where I'm like, dude, I don't need to watch Christmas Vacation again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
slowly been working its way out of my rotation
Yeah.
each year because
It's much more of a background watch for me now.
don't know what the fuck Best Man Holiday is, but apparently it's better than National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
No, and I'm
Um,
curious. I always love the black toned Christmas movies
Yeah.
that have been released. There's such a warm feeling of family. I'm willing to check this out for sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Some of these are definitely going to get added to the list. Don't
Heck
know what
yeah.
the Noel Diary
No
is,
clue what this is.
but it's at 67. We'll move up to Black Christmas from 74 at 66.
That's another one I'm shocked on the list.
Yeah,
Just
but I'm
because
glad
of
it's
the
here.
style of what we've seen so far.
I'm excited
mean,
it's here.
I'm
great.
I'm really looking forward to when Black Xmas is higher.
A Christmas Prince here at 65, which means that either the Royal Baby is higher than it or did not make the list. But
A
it is.
Christmas
I mean,
Prince.
this is a jarring. I'm going to put this full screen for a second. It's jarring to see a Christmas Prince directly above Black Christmas on this list.
A Christmas Prince almost 15 movies better than Home Alone.
You said you were done that bit.
I
Anyway,
know, but
moving
still, it's coming back. Bullshit.
Frosty. Frosty, it's too
Boo!
low. Too low, says
No, I
I.
fucking hate it.
Frosty the Snowman at
Yeah.
64, moving up to A
I'm glad
Castle
that
for
we're
Christmas.
adding in some Rankin Bass stuff. So like I'm
Yeah.
really hoping we get some specials in here as
Hopefully,
along
we'll
with
find
that.
out. Castle for Christmas, I saw once, never revisit it. Kind of a stacked cast for a Disney
Yeah, I was gonna
or for a
say, Carrie,
Nickelodeon. My God,
Netflix.
Netflix original. But yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Moving on up to the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, which we've done on this podcast.
This is another one that I think falls a little flatter if you're not a Star Wars fan. But if you are a Star Wars fan and have that knowledge, there are so many fun little Easter eggs throughout this Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, the animation's great. I think the people that write for the Lego Star Wars stuff, they're awesome at that comedic timing.
Yeah.
Highly recommend this watch.
I think we got another Rankin Bass one up here. We've got The Little Drummer Boy.
Probably the one I've watched the least.
Yeah. Listen, I know you don't like Frosty, but I feel like it's crazy that this is above Frosty.
I would say for popularity alone, I'm with you. Like, it doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's at 60. Get Santa. What the hell is Get Santa? With a bump. Let's see. After crashing his sleigh, Santa Claus asks a father and son to help. Don't know what this is.
What is this?
I don't know any of these names. Warwick Davis is in it. That's the name I know. And I'm going to go ahead and just guess Warwick Davis plays one of Santa's elves. Like, not great. All right, let's
British
go.
comedy.
Last Train to Christmas in 2021. Another one I've never even heard of. A Sky original. So I guess that's British too?
Yeah.
Not familiar with this one. Let's go up
It's
to
shocking how good of reviews these are getting. Yeah, there it is.
Again, just happy to see it on
Happy
the
to see it
list.
on the list.
Let
Happy
it
to
snow
see it
at
on the list.
58. I mean, listen, if this was my own personal list, this would be top 10
Yeah.
easy. But
Yeah. It would be top
I'm-
20 for me. But
I'm glad
yeah.
it's here. I'm glad
Heck
it's
yeah.
here at all. Christmas Horror Story. From
I like it.
2015.
I
Yeah.
like it. We talked about it on
Jersey Ghouls.
Ghoul.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy this anthology. We compared it to Better Watch Out, and yes, there are some mean-spirited portions in A Christmas Horror Story, but I think it's so goofy that it balances out. If you're looking for a not super scary Christmas horror movie, I don't think you can go wrong with A Christmas Horror Story.
All right. Let's see what's up here. A Boy Called Christmas. I think I had this on in the background when it came out,
Okay.
but did not watch it. But it's at 56. So
Yeah,
going up to 55.
I don't remember.
8-Bit Christmas. Can't complain. This should be higher in my heart, but I'm glad it's being represented here at all.
Glad to see it here. Glad to see it here. I showed it to my kids this year in
Aw.
school.
Did
Yeah,
they cry?
it was yes. It was
Good.
it was
Rate those kids' arts.
my sixth period. They definitely freaked out when the TV fell on the dog. And I
Yeah.
had to do like a pause, and I'm like, guys, I'm gonna
Dog's
spoil
alive.
a little bit. Dog's okay.
All right, let's
Yep.
jump ahead up here. There's The Bishop's Wife. We had The Preacher's Wife all the way at the bottom. I love this movie. I'm excited for us to do this one of these days.
Yep, it's I've never seen it, so
It's a
looking forward
good.
to
I
it.
mean, look at that cast. David Niven,
Oh, yeah.
Cary Grant. Like,
Stacked.
it's a
Stacked of classic
charming,
actors.
charming 40s screwball comedy. Charlie
yeah.
Brown Christmas at 53 feels really low, honestly.
It does feel low. It does feel low on a list like this.
52, The Christmas Carol. Not yours.
No.
Not yours.
No, but I feel like this is one that people love. I accept it. I love all versions of A Christmas Carol. We've really talked about that it's just a story that I love to read.
We should do a Christmas Carol tier list one of these days.
We should.
But that would require me watching a lot more versions of the Christmas Carol, so it might be a bit. Jumping up here, what the hell is this?
I don't know. Your screen's kind of frozen, so I'm stuck on A Christmas Carol. There it is.
The
Retaliators?
Retaliators.
Retaliators?
An upstanding pastor uncovers a dark and twisted underworld as he searches for answers surrounding his like. What is this shit? It's got an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes and an 89% with the audience. Is this something we have to watch at Halloween?
I don't
This may not
know.
offer much that they haven't seen before, but strong-stomached exploitation enthusiasts will savor it.
Oh God, no! I'm not
Okay,
watching this.
yeah, never mind.
Did you
All right,
see? Did you hold on? Hold on. Did you see who's in it? No, not based on that. Just to kind of give you a peek in the background of what kind of movie this is. It stars Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills and Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach.
oh hell
so,
yeah,
so this
I'll be
is like one
watching.
of those like movie horror, music movie metal crossover horror films that they were
Can't
doing,
wait.
like
Can't
American
wait to
Satan
make
and
us watch
shit.
that in October.
Nope, not
Strap in.
watching
All right,
it.
number
Christmas in
50.
Connecticut, classic.
Number 50, Christmas in Connecticut. This movie rules.
Yeah, it's
We
really
definitely
good.
need to do this
Would
soon.
love to.
Oh, another Rankin and Bass. Year Without a Santa Claus.
I'm excited to see it on here. I probably disagree with. Okay, I don't disagree with the specials that'll be higher, but in my own nostalgic heart, this would be a higher one.
Yeah. All right. I think we're looking at 89 and 90% right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be a bloodbath for these. Let's see.
I don't think we're done.
What the fuck is White Reindeer? What the fuck is White Reindeer? How is it above A Year Without Santa Claus?
So
all right.
that's where I'm saying, like, I feel like this is not a good
This
list.
is a terrible metric and a terrible list.
Yeah, I feel like you can't do this because the amount of people that are reviewing each of these things
100%, because now we have at 47 Santa Claus is Coming to Town,
yeah,
which should not be higher than A Year Without Santa Claus.
no,
like
it should not
in any metric except
Yeah.
for just based on what the critic scores were.
It's
This is
who's reviewing it. Like
Yeah.
thinking about that Retaliators movie, I guarantee it was a lot
bloody,
of
disgusting, and all the
yeah,
critics loved it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And now we've got Rudolph. But
Yep.
this is where I'm like, I'm really interested to see what happens on as it's been going up and down. It hasn't been like dramatic leaps up
Yeah.
and down,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we're
yeah.
at 46 and Rudolph has a 95%, which means that we're going to be like looking at fractions of percentages from this point on. So
I'm
in my
very
mind, this
curious.
top 40, there should be nothing that we are questioning in the top 40.
I think
Now,
you're
will
wrong.
there be?
Like I
don't know.
guarantee we're gonna get more Netflix shit.
Woo! Alien Xmas.
Whoa!
45.
What?
Love to
Listen,
see that.
I
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I love Alien Christmas. I love that you showed that to me. What the fuck?
All right, let's see what's above this bad
Keep
boy.
going.
Mickey's Christmas Carol, 44.
I like Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
Fine.
no notes on that.
Yeah.
Jumping up here, Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas,
Yeah.
43%.
I get it.
Yeah. These are all 100% critic
Yeah.
scores at this point, which is crazy.
For those of you who haven't been following along on my Emmett Otter journey, I've pulled back a little bit. I turned face on Emmett Otter a little
Yeah.
bit.
42, something called Remember the Night, but it's a 1940s Barbara Stanwyck movie. I'm sure it's great.
I'm sure it's right up our alley.
Yeah, we love that type of shit.
Yep.
The March of the Wooden Soldiers, a Laurel and Hardy short from 1934 at 41. That classic
love it.
Christmas, one.
I love
Let's see what's up here.
it. No notes.
Holiday Inn.
All right. Yep.
Number 40.
I'm for it.
I'm okay with this as long as White Christmas is above it. White Christmas is a dramatically better version of this
Yes.
story.
100%.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original cartoon, 39%. Dylan, I'm
Eat
starting to
it,
think
Jim
that
Carrey lovers. Fuck
well,
you,
let's see.
bro.
There's still time.
No,
but
dude, you can't tell me that Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas got 100% Rotten Tomatoes. I think
we'll
we're safe.
see.
I think we're safe.
We'll see. Because here's
Oh,
the Santa Claus
no!
at 73.
There's still room.
38%. There has to be when we get to the top, I'll see if they have a better explanation of the metrics here. Because this is crazy. But oh yeah, 30. I mean, look, Should be in the top 40. Absolutely. No notes
Yes.
from me on that. The Ref. I've never seen this, but I hear it's great.
Scroll down a little bit. Just scroll back down a little bit. Do you notice that once we hit the Santa Claus, the things were certified fresh?
Yeah.
The little icons change, even though 100%,
Oh.
73%.
So that must be what it is, that these were 100% but not certified, and now we're in the official certification process.
You're telling me the Ref is certified fresh, but Home Alone isn't?
Nope. That's what we're telling you.
That's weird.
What the fuck is Merry Christmas? It's a World War I Christmas movie?
That looks sad. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That's a 36. 35, Happy Christmas, starring Anna Kendrick. I've never
Oh,
heard of this one either.
This is
but
you didn't watch this?
No.
Is this not the one?
She moves in with her brother's family to get over a
No,
breakup.
I'm thinking of the movie
Noelle.
with. Nope, I'm thinking of the movie with Kristen Stewart.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, maybe that's on
Is
here.
that also titled Happy Christmas?
No,
What
Happiest
was that?
Season.
Happiest Season. That's what it was. My bad.
Muppets Christmas Carol 34 seems fucking low.
Yeah, it
man.
does.
Don't
Like,
love
what's gonna
that.
be above it? Well, Jim Carrey's How a Grinch Stole Christmas is gonna be above
Anna
it.
and the Apocalypse is right above it at 33.
Listen, I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't put it that high. I love some of the music in it, but I'm not mad that it's getting recognized.
Yeah, if this
Like,
was
I
based
think
on
that's
just the
cool.
first 2 acts, I'd be like, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool pool.
White Christmas at 32. Again, I think this could be higher. This could
Yeah.
be in the top 10. But
Well, I always sit there
sure.
and I say, like, what are my 2 favorite Christmas movies? And I go White Christmas and Anna and the Apocalypse. Duh.
Yeah, doesn't everybody in
It goes
America?
White Christmas and then just below it. Are
This
you
is
fucking
insane.
kidding me?
This is
There's
insane.
no-
A
this is an
Christmas
insane
Story Christmas at 31, above Home
Yeah.
Alone, White Christmas. How the
Yeah,
Grinch
in
Stole
case I was
Christmas.
accidentally talking over him, for those of you just listening, A Christmas Story Christmas is the 2022 sequel to A Christmas Story that is better, apparently, than White Christmas.
All right, let's see what's at 30 real fast. Bad Santa.
No,
All right, 29.
no.
The Man Who Invented Christmas.
Yeah, I liked
Which
it.
is about, I haven't seen it, but sure.
It's a good watch. It's
28.
about Charles Dickens.
28, Batman Returns.
That's another one that I'm with my Anna and the Apocalypse thing where I'm like, listen.
Too high, but glad it's here.
Too high, glad it's here.
Yeah. All right, 27. While You Were Sleeping, our first Valentine's Day episode of the podcast.
That's wild. I liked it fine, but that's wild.
All right, let's see what's above it. 26. There's Happiest Season. There's the one with Kristen
That's
Stewart
the
we
one
were
I was
thinking
thinking of earlier, which I going to react the same way. Didn't like it.
of. Well, it was fine.
I thought it was fine. I thought the characters were really unlikable.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't agree with Elf only being at 25. This
I
is
agree.
another one that should be
This
in
should
top
be
10.
Way up there. Way up there.
Really high up there. Let's see, it's above it. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Again, I'm going to say something I've said a couple times. Bit too high.
Bit
Not
too
mad
high,
it's
but
here.
I'm glad it's here.
I'm really glad it's here. Let's see what we got.
I
at
still can't believe
23.
Home Alone is so far down this
A
list.
Christmas Tale. What the fuck is A Christmas Tale?
I have no idea.
Never heard of this. Sharp black comedy about a chaotic family holiday gathering. Christmas Tale is always involving, thanks to an impressive ensemble cast. And I think it's French because I don't know any of these
Yeah.
names.
I
All
feel
right.
like we're required to watch it though. Because I'm like
Probably.
number 23.
22 though, Gremlins, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
fine with
put
this.
I would put Gremlins at like if I'm doing a top 100 list of Christmas movies.
It would be in my top 30 or 40
yeah,
for sure.
it would be
This
it
is-
would be around this area. for
It
me.
would be. Here's the thing. It would be in this spot, but at least 10 movies we've already named would not have been named.
Yes,
yet.
exactly.
Trading Places. I feel like this is a real Christmas stretch to me.
yeah.
This is like Die Hard area.
Yeah.
I've noted
Which
we
is
haven't
definitely
seen any
on
Die
this
Hard
list,
yet.
right?
Yeah.
Like Die Hard's gonna
Uh,
be on this list.
100%, but that's at 21.
Yeah.
At 20, we got Better Watch Out. Too goddamn high. way too goddamn high. I
I
hate this
like to be
movie.
happy at the end of my Christmas
Yeah.
movies.
See, we're taking 19, Jingle Jangle: A Christmas Journey,
What the
which
shit is
was
that?
that was actually not terrible. It was a like musical Netflix film starring Forrest Whitaker and
Oh, I do
Keegan
remember this. I
Michael
saw the
Key.
Keegan Michael Key. Yep, I remember this now.
But the 19 is
Weird.
psychotic. Like that is too high.
Weird.
Edward Scissorhands at 18. I got no problem with that actually. I think it
Yeah,
shouldn't be higher than Gremlins, but I think
I
it's
agree.
good.
Yeah.
Uh the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special at 17.
Wouldn't even be on my list, though I really liked it. Like
Yeah,
like like this
this
wouldn't have
was
crossed.
if this was at like 90, I would have been like, "Hell yeah, glad
Yeah,
it's here." Like
yeah.
this
This
is
is
the biggest
absolute insanity.
this is the biggest glad it's here far too high.
Yes.
Um Rare Exports: A Christmas
I fuck
Tale.
with that. I'm glad
Yeah,
it's
that's at
here.
16.
Really glad
Yeah.
it's here. That's cool. I like that it's that high too. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I like that Rare Exports is that high.
the original Christmas Story at 15. I
Sure.
think that that's a fair spot for it,
Yep.
honestly. I'd be mad if it was number 1.
Yes.
Let's see, 14, Tokyo Godfathers.
What?
Says beautiful and substantive Tokyo Godfathers adds a moving and somewhat unconventional entry to the animated Christmas canon. So it looks like it's a Christmas anime.
Yeah, so I have been around Christmas and I'm trying to indulge in manga and anime. I've looked up like what's a good Christmas themed uh a Christmas take in that medium, and this has come up now that I'm looking at the poster when I googled it. I haven't seen it, though it has been on my list and I've heard it is really good. So maybe it
Yeah.
does deserve to be here, but I haven't seen it yet. So
All right, let's see what's at 13. Arthur Christmas.
I'll
One
take
of
it.
your favorites.
I
Yeah.
love this movie so much, and I think it deserves to be in a top area.
Yeah, I would put it in my
Yeah.
top 30 maybe.
Yeah.
13 seems really high, but all right. The Apartment, number 12. I mean, this is like barely a Christmas movie, but I love
Yeah.
this movie. 11, we have the 1994 Little Women. Again, like there's Christmas
Sure.
elements of it, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
a Christmas movie. Is Harry Potter on here? Like
It
that's
might be.
that
Dude, if
and
Harry Potter's gonna be like number 1.
number 10 is It's a Wonderful Life. This would be my number 1 with a
Yep.
bullet.
Yeah. This would be
this is
this would be a top 5 at least for me.
can't believe that's only at 10. Number 9, Carol from Todd Haynes. This has got to be punishing.
What is this?
I don't know. Aspiring photographer spots a beautiful, elegant Carol.
God, I
and
can't wait to
pursues
see the
dogs.
title of this list. It's gonna be
Oh my
like top
God.
100 movies of a 12-year-old.
Yeah. There's Die Hard, baby, number 8.
Meh.
Yeah,
Listen,
moving.
I love Die Hard, and we were very close to doing that argument in a live stream. We might eventually, but I'm so tired of the argument. I'm so tired. I just
I'm burned
don't
out on it.
fucking care.
It's not worth fighting about
It's
anymore.
not.
I
Who
am glad.
fucking cares?
I will say number 7, if we're gonna have Little Women count, I'm actually glad that the 2019 Little Women is above the 1995. I
Yeah,
love
but
this movie.
do we need 2 Little Women's on 100
No,
best
no, we
Christmas
do not.
movie lists?
But we do have The Nightmare Before Christmas at number 6.
I figured it was going to be on here. I like The Nightmare Before Christmas. When I was a kid, it might have been in my top 10. Not anymore.
No, but it should be in the top 20 at least.
I believe. I agree.
Claus, I am so excited. Claus is number 5 because
Shocked that it's this high, but I agree that why it's this high.
it should be this high. This is
Yes,
like
it should
when
be.
we talk about like deep cut but should be beloved. Like Claus is we're doing
Claus
that
is
this
up there.
year. There's
Yeah,
no
for
way
sure,
that we're
for
getting
sure.
through 2025 without talking Claus. Number 4, Tangerine from recent Academy Award winner Sean Baker.
What the fuck?
Tangerine shatters casting conventions and its filmmaking techniques are up to the minute, but it's old-fashioned comedy at heart and a pretty wonderful one at that.
So lost. Keep going.
Number 3, The Original Miracle on
Miracle?
34th
Okay.
Street. that's pretty much right
Oh,
where
I'm
it should
getting
be.
so scared.
Number 2 is Shop Around the Corner, which I love and I
Yeah,
want us
sure.
to do. I wouldn't put it above It's a Wonderful Life or Miracle on 34th Street, but it would be in my top 20. Do we have any predictions of number 1, Dylan? Do you think that it could be the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Could it be Home
Could
Alone
you
2?
imagine?
Could
Could
it
you
be Santa
imagine?
Claus 3?
Could be Santa Claus. What are some things that is there anything that's sticking out?
I know what the number 1 is.
You know what
So,
the number one is.
yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to
I will
think.
tell you the following things.
Yeah.
I have not seen this movie.
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard about this movie, and from everything I've heard, it definitely deserves to be in the top 10, especially if you're talking about like classic Christmas films from the classic era
All right,
of
just show me
filmmaking.
then. Yeah.
It
We
is
kind of sucked the fun
Meet
out of
Me
it.
in St. Louis.
Yeah, I've again, I'm in the same boat you are. I
Yeah.
know I know a lot of the music from it, being just a child of musical theater, but that's pretty much it. Okay.
All right. So here's the explanation that they had. From Home Alone to Elf to classics like Miracle on 34th Street, we've made a list of the great holiday and check blah blah blah. Um, we took a slight ride across all movie history, filled up our red bag with goodies, and ultimately ranked the movies by tomato meter score with certified fresh films first. And now you're ready to enter the wonderland of cinematic. So I guess at
Scroll up.
some point this was the correct order.
Yeah.
This is from 2022.
Okay. All right. I'm like this feels like some random dude just put this together. Like this really does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
But this is like the screen, like you see, it's on archive, but it is the
yeah.
screenshot of when this happened.
Yeah. That's a
So
weird list, man.
that's a
That's
wild,
a
wild
really
list.
weird list. Um yeah, I don't even know what to say. So what are there any heavy hitters off the top of your head where you're like, "Wow, how was that not on there?" Mine is Home Alone 2. Like I'm
Yeah, Home
shocked
Alone
that that's
2
not
should
on there.
be in the conversation at the very least. Um, that's the thing, like, I don't disagree with a few of these, but, like, this is where, like, you can't they do something like this sometimes where I remember they did, like, the ranking of Steven Spielberg films based strictly on tomato score, and it put Hook as the very worst movie Steven Spielberg has ever made, and it's like, this is where you need to have more metric than just that, because, like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that Hook should be in the top 10, but, like, it is infinitely better than, like, 1941.
Yeah, for
That is,
sure.
like, a really bad movie.
Yep.
Like, it's like, it's kind of stuff like that where it's like, I'm sure everybody that I know who's seen Tangerine has said that it's, like, one of the most beautiful movies, but that isn't, like, a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Like, if you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna go
Exactly.
to Rotten Tomatoes to get a recommendation of a Christmas movie to watch," like, Tangerine is not gonna
I'm like,
scratch
"Well,
the
they say
itch.
Tangerine's a good Christmas movie. Do you wanna watch it?" I would be so mad.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing, it's like, and that's what I felt with, like, Trading Places. I love Trading Places,
Yeah.
but I kinda stopped putting it in my December rotation because 'cause I'm like, "This is so barely a Christmas movie that it's
Yeah.
not scratching any of that itch for me
Yep.
anymore." Um, yeah, I would love for one of these days, Dylan, this is our big one day we're gonna really cash out on this podcast, and we're gonna do our own, like,
We'll
book
do we'll
of
do
the
it. Yeah.
100 greatest Christmas movies
Yeah.
and like a bonus book of like the 100 greatest Christmas specials,
Yeah.
and then we'll be
Well,
rich.
that's the thing is it as I think in our ranking,
The Rankin and
some of
Bass stuff
these
wouldn't even be
it
in
wouldn't
our
even be on
list.
here. Nope. Nope.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
different
whole
list.
different vibe. It needs
Yep.
to be movies that had some type of theatrical or
Mhm.
streaming. There'd be a
Yep.
ton, like it has to be over an hour long
Yeah.
requirement of like this is a film.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
uh,
this was a really random list, but I'm glad that we did it. We had some really solid conversation on it. It's um not my list.
no.
Very far from it.
Well, Dylan, I think it's time to wrap it up here, but I just want to say I love you
I love
and
you too,
Merry
buddy.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bud.